Hey, everybody, welcome to Redacted. Thanks so much for joining us. Today is Wednesday, I believe. It's the 13th of December. This is the show where we question the narratives of the mainstream media. We try to learn with humility. We question things. I'm Natalie Morris.
And I'm Clayton Morris, and we have a very busy show for you on this Wednesday. We're going to be looking at this massive cyber attack, false flag operation. Did you know that the government has been laying the table for this and laying the groundwork for a massive cyber attack that could, in fact, cancel the 2024 election and bring in martial law? Yeah, they've been planning this. This is not a conspiracy theory. They've been running the tests on this, and you won't believe how this is all coming together. We're going to talk about that tonight. Whitney Webb, investigative journalist.
Before I get started, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to our powers, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash, a giving double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. They have taught us this truth, that are constantly ruling well through the spirit and power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, a peace, mercy, and blessings to the beloved brethren that are out there pushing this word wholeheartedly in truth and in sincerity, that are not wavering to the left nor to the right, but constantly staying on that straight and narrow, fighting for our crown, fighting for your crowns in these last days that we are truly living in. Shalom to the few sisters, the Awabs that are out there. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners, those that may look like the other nations, but their seed line goes back to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Hearty shalom, shalom. All right, I'm the brother Iraq. Come back with another lesson, Lord, with edifying feet, the lambs of the Lord. Okay, and pretty much the great deception. All right, China is at the forefront of being the bad guy for these cyber crimes. Invading pretty much critical U.S. services, like they always throwing in the headlines, targeting the U.S. infrastructure, right? And, you know, nothing is of a coincidence. You know, everything is orchestrated, all right? And, you know, as the scriptures say, if it be possible, they shall try to deceive the very elect, all right? Which, you know, they're not going to be able to deceive the elect, okay, through, you know, the deception they push through the media. We're talking about these Edomites, all right, self-proclaimed white men, all right, the goals and agenda they have, all right, is going to only catch up the simple of the people, the mass of the people. Why? Because everybody believes in the narrative, and plus the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Shai is not working upon the minds of the simple, all right, because why? Majority of people are not coming in the spirit of what? Prophecy, okay? Understanding the signs and the times that we are in. So when Esau comes with this great deception, it's going to catch majority of the people off guard, but it's not going to catch his servants off guard, because this is what we're looking for. This is why the scriptures say what? Stand ye upon the watch. Matter of fact, let me start with that before I even get into this article, okay? Because a lot is going on through the spirit, you know, and you know, this is why we sound forth the alarm, okay, in the holy mountain, all right? Because this is nothing more than just, as the book of Joel says, the 2nd chapter, okay, blowing the trumpet. Joel chapter 2, verse 1, blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand, okay? So we're blowing the trumpet in Zion. Whom is Zion represent? Israel. All right, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians. All right, that's what we blowing the trumpet to. We blowing the trumpet to the ears of our people. Okay, right? Just as the scripture tell you in the book of Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. Right. Let's grab that as well. Let's get straight to the point on that one. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2. It says, "And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. But at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry." Okay, so the vision, which is dealing with the prophecies, okay, the prophecies have been given to the minds of the elect, okay, the seers, okay, the seers can see the vision clearly of what's getting ready to transpire, what's getting ready to come down, all right, the pike, so to speak, and this is what we're constantly harping on, all right, we're constantly beating those drums, okay, or sound that alarm, so that way Israel could get this message, right? That's why Yahweh B'Shem Shai have set forth the prophets, okay, to speak on these things, right? And now everything's becoming more blatant of what kind of times that we're in. All right, the scriptures say that we're in some evil times, which evil goes back into what? Bad times, right? So let's jump into this article a little bit. It says the Chinese military is ramping up its ability to disrupt key American infrastructure, including power and water utilities, as well as communications and transportation systems, according to U.S. officials and industry security officials. Hackers affiliated with China's People's Liberation Army have burrowed into the computer system of about 24 critical entities over the past years. These experts said the intrusions are part of a broader effort to develop ways to sow panic and chaos of snarls logistics in the event of a U.S.-China conflict in the Pacific. They said amongst the victims are a water utility in Hawaii, a major West Coast port, and at least one oil and gas pipeline. People familiar with the incidents told the Washington Post the hackers also attempt to break into the operators of Texas Power Grid, which operates independently from electrical systems in the rest of the country, right? Because you have the Eastern connection grid, you have the Western connection grid, and then you have Texas grid, okay, which pretty much powered, all right, the whole United States, you know. So, you know, they understand that when the power goes out, all right, it's going to disrupt life as you know it, okay? And mind you, let me get a quick scripture real fast because I'm going to play the video with Cotton Swab, okay, to show you that they've already spoken that there was going to be like a planned cyberdemic, so to speak, you know? And this is nothing more than Esau. He's been throwing it out there. That's why that new movie came out, you know, because that is Esau's way of prophesying to you. He's just using a movie to tell you exactly what he's going to do. Okay, let's get 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." Okay, when you look up the word device, it goes into what? His plot, his plan. All right, what he imagines for the people, the society that he runs. Okay, so we know what this man has in store, and it's not going to be nothing peaceful. All right, it's going to be chaos, hell, and tribulation for whom? The land. All right, Psalms 35:20. For they speak not peace, but they devise deceitful matters against them that are quiet in the land. All right, the deceitful matters that they disquiet against you, that they have meetings about, is to do what? Cause a stir in the land in order to what? Fulfill their agenda that they have rolled out in front of you, all right, which is their new world order, you know? And a part of their new world order, they want to mass micro C-hip the population, okay? So they're saying they want to disrupt the U.S. election, you know, which right now the U.S. election, there's low approval ratings for Biden and for Donald Trump. And that's even for that's for Jake communities. Jake community don't want Biden really, and Jake communities don't even want Trump. Yeah, you have some videos talking about they want Trump back in because, you know, back in 2020, they was getting them stimmies. They was getting them PPP loans. They was getting them $600. All right, but that shit's over with. You know, that shit is done for. It shit's not never coming back. If anything they might offer, you know, they might offer you that universal basic income, but that universal basic income more than likely it's going to be tied to that charagma, right? That C-hip. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going to probably be an enticing thing for you to take it, you know? And on a flip note, they stopped the U.S. election. That will also allow for President Joseph Biden to enact the Warsaw Power Act, which most definitely he'll be able to put martial law into the streets of America, you know? So let me play this real fast by Cotton Swab. Just bear with me for a second, Akim. Hold on, I'm gonna pause it too.
Sufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack, which would bring to a complete halt to the power supply, transportation, hospital services, our society as a whole. The COVID-19
Let's get past that part.
would be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison to a major cyber attack.
All right, so in other words, the uno nueve is gonna seem like a small situation compared to this major disruption that they're gonna cause throughout United States. You know what I'm saying? So 2020, that's gonna be like a walk in the park from what they got in store. All right. And it's getting ready to go down out here. You know what I'm saying? Things getting ready to get hectic out here on all different levels, That's why we constantly warning. We constantly sound the alarm. You know what I mean? We constantly speaking home to the ears of our people. Like Yahweh Shema Shai said, give them warning from me. Because ultimately that's where the warning is coming from. All right? Because the scriptures say, do you make mirth, seeing that the sword is being sharpened, seeing that the sword is being furbished? No. All right? You prepare your mind. You prepare your mind for what? The battle, all right? Because why? It's a war being brought upon you Americans, all right? Especially, really, the children of Israel, okay? But let me go over here to the book of Psalms chapter 58. I want to read this in the NLT before I continue on. Psalms 58 and 1. It says, for the core director of Psalm of David to be sung to the tune, do not destroy. It says, justice do ye rulers know the meaning of the word? Do you judge the people fairly? No, you plot injustice in your hearts. You spread violence throughout the land. And that's nothing more than what Esau's going to do. Esau is spreading violence throughout the land. Like you have out in California, you have about, I think, 20,000 that are leaving the police force. So it's going to be lawlessness out here. Then you got like about 50,000 in New York that are leaving the police force. It's so bad that they put in billboards giving you a $60,000 sign-on bonus just for you to sign up, I believe, for like the sheriffs. Okay? 60 grand to sign up for the police force because they don't have bodies like that, Show you that, hey, all these different laws, zero bail laws, they allowing crime rates to rise in this place. They showing you the latest video. They showing you Walmarts. They getting ready to put everything behind glass in Walmarts, lock it up, dish detergent, soap, clothes. It doesn't matter what item it is. It could be food, because people are stealing that too. You're going to have some device in order to what? And some assistance to get that portion of what you want unlocked, just like they do in the alcohol aisles. So they've been putting forth these draconian laws into play, and they've been making it harder for the American society, so to speak, And things is only going to continue to keep getting harder, as we've been saying, right? Let me read this next verse right here, verse 3. It says, these wicked people are born sinners even from birth. They have lied and gone their own ways. All right, talking about the Edomites, okay? As soon as they be born from the womb, they come out and speak nothing but lies. So everything that you see on the media is nothing but lies. All right, it's not truth, So they're saying that it's China, but then they'll turn around and say it's Russia. They'll say it's this person, they say it's that person. But really, Esau's the one who creates the boogeyman. He builds up your hate against the people that he's pointing the finger at, okay? While he's the one coming down upon you with great wrath. That's how Esau gets down. Now I got one more video. Let me see what time I'm at. All right, 14. I got one more video. It's not gonna be long. It's about 2 minutes because it's from Mike Adams. All right. He's pretty much speaking on the same thing, and he's speaking about a scenario, how they're going to pretty much spin the scenario, and they're going to use these Moabites in order to do so, right? So, Lil, when I post this article in the description box below, But I'm gonna pretty much play that video, and then I'm gonna grab maybe a couple more scripture and close them out, because hey, we're just in those times. The times to what? Be circumspect, watch, be on high alert. Because why? The days are evil. You understand? Let's see. Hold on. Let me pause it for a second because it's running slow. So Bob, bear with me for a second.
For a cyber attack false flag that's actually being planned domestically by our own intelligence agencies against we the people. That's what's clear. And then in the chaos of that cyber attack, they can pull off the Great Reset. The Great Reset. All your money disappears from the banks. And they say, well, it's China's fault. Or maybe they blame Russia at some point, but probably China. You lose your pension. Oh, it's China's fault. Your dollars are worthless. It's China's fault, not our fault. We didn't do this to you. The government is saying that it wasn't us. It's China's fault, and that's why we need to nuke them or attack them or destroy them or whatever the case may be. So this provides a very convenient excuse for why all your assets are vanishing, why your bank accounts don't work anymore, why the currency is collapsing, why telecom doesn't work, and so on and so forth. Why you can't get food deliveries, why the grocery stores are down, why the power grid isn't functioning, and so food freezers aren't working, and this is why hospitals aren't functioning, and so on and so forth. Oh, it's all China's fault. I can see it coming as clear as day. And then in that panic and chaos, the U.S. government will roll out an emergency CBDC. And they'll even present it as a life-saving measure. Sure is a good thing that we had these central bank digital currencies ready to go, because even though China destroyed all your money in the bank, this is how the narrative will go. China destroyed your money, but thanks to the pioneering innovators under the Biden administration, we have already built a digital wallet system to restore all your money. All you have to do is take this mark of the beast upon your palm or your forehead, and then you're good. Yeah, just get the microchip or the tattoo or whatever, the micro dots, the quantum dots. Just get it on your palm, and all your money will be restored, and you are good to go. And that's to the thanks of the Biden administration, you see. China can't bring us down. We are strong. We are resilient. We are America. Sign up to the mark of the beast. Get your money back. And tell China to go take a hike. And this is how they're going to get everybody signed up for the mark of the beast system, which, of course, is a control grid system that will monitor and surveil everything you do with your money, all your income sources, all your expenditures, and they can set all kinds of crazy limits, of course, about where you're allowed to spend money or if you're allowed to spend it at all, because they have absolute control over all your money at that point, or at least whatever money is in that system. I should mention, by the way, that gold and silver and gold back.
And that's pretty much the point, I don't fall for Esau's antics, don't fall for Esau's antics, because a part of Esau's power is that he's gonna come with that great deception. You understand? Matter of fact, let me go over here. Like I said, I'm just gonna grab a couple more scriptures and then just close them out. I just wanted to bring out those points right there. All right, they talking about all these different talks, and we about a couple more weeks before 2024. So at 2024 going to be a whole different spirit. All right, so you gotta prepare your mind, okay? Because hey, the days are going to be evil. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna end it with that. All right, because our trust is going to be in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Matter of fact, before I even get that, let me go to Hebrews. It's one of my favorite verses. A couple verses. Hebrews the 13th chapter. All right. Hebrews chapter 13 verse 5, it says, let your conversation be without covetousness. All right, because hey, you gotta remember, everything that we got here, you're gonna have to leave it all behind. You're gonna have to pretty much let it all go. That's the type of times that we're gonna be in. everything that you got is going to be pretty much worthless. Okay, so what you should be coveting after is after the faith of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, right? That's what we should be coveting after. Okay, and be content with such things as ye have, for he has said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. So when we enter into these hard times, all right, the time of Jacob's trouble, I talk about in Matthew the 24th chapter, that's going to be what, a time of great tribulation. You're going to be pressed upon on every side. Just know that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai said he said he'll never leave thee nor forsake thee. All right, those that have put in what of the work through what their faith, you know, and that have what stood upon the foundation and believed on the true names of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and did according to what Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai's will. Okay. It says verse 6, so that we may boldly say the Lord is my helper and I will not fear what man shall do unto me. Okay, because Esau is getting ready to come down with great wrath. Revelation 12:12. For he knoweth that he had but a short time. But that's all good. You know, it's what we waiting for. You know, it's not going to catch us unexpectedly. Not going to catch us off guard. Why? Because the Lord has been preparing us, building us up for these trying times. You know, it's coming to try the whole world. All right, that mark. Esau wants to present that mark to the world, which the Lord's going to allow him to deceive the mass of the people. Majority of the people are going to be deceived. That great deception, you know. This is Ephesians 5 and I think it's 15. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the times because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding the will of the Lord is. Understanding what the will of the Lord is, okay? And that's what's important. Doing the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai in hopes that what? The Lord will have what? Favor on us, right? It says, be not drunk with wine wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit, okay? And that's what we should be filled with the Spirit, all right? Don't be drunk with the cares of this world. Don't be drunk with what everybody got going on in their life and society, because guess what? All right, when all hell and things transpire and break loose, all right, they're going to be looking for answers for those that are in the Spirit, all right? And they ain't going to get them, you know? Because when they had time, they chose what? To live their life in pleasure, okay? They didn't choose to live according to the means of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai that he told us to live by, you know, which is what? These words, okay? So Lord Willis has been edifying. With that, I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and I'm going to say shalom.